when I did love, dead love, because it was very sweet.
Doodly-doo.
To contract all the time, for all my behub, oh, me thought there was nothing to meet.
But age, with its dealing stuffs, had clawed me in its clutch.
Doodly-doo.
And hath shipped me until the land, as if I had never been such. Oh, a pickaxe and a spade.
A spade for it.
And a shrouding sheet.
Doodly-doo.
A bit of clay
for
to be made for such
a guest
is me.
I will speak to this fellow. Whose grave is this, sirrah?
Mine, sir.
It could be thine indeed, for thou liest in it.
You two lie out on it, and therefore it is not yours. Therefore it is not yours. On my part, I do not lie in it, and yet 'tis mine.
Thou dost lie in it. To be in it, and to say it is thine, 'tis for the dead, not for the quick. Therefore thou liest.
'Tis a quick lie, sir. 'Twill away gain from me to you.
What man dost thou dig it for?
For no man, sir.
What woman then?
For none neither.
Who is to be buried in it?
For one that was a woman, sir, but rest her soul, she's dead.
Oh, absolute the knave is. We must speak by the card, or equivocation will undo us. How long hast thou been a grave maker?
Of all the days in the year, I came to it that very day that our last king, Hamlet, overcame Norway's king.
How long is it since?
Cannot you tell that? Any fool can tell that. 'Tis the very day that young Hamlet was born. He was mad and sent to England.
Aye, marry. Why was he sent into England?
Why, because he is mad.
Why?
He shall recover his wits there, and if he cannot, it is no great matter there. There the men are as mad as he. Here's a skull now. This skull hath lain in the earth for 23 years.
Whose was it?
A horse on that fellow's it was. Whose do you think it was?
Nay, I know not.
A pestilence on him for a mad rogue. Poured a flagon of Rhenish on me head once. This same skull, sir, was Yorick's skull, the king's jester.
This.
In that?
Alas. Poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Was a fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times. Now how abhorred in my imagination it is. My gorge rins at it. Here hung those lips which I have kissed, I know not how oft. Where be your jibes now, your gambols, your flashes of merriment, that were wont to set the table on a roar? Not one now to mock your own grinning, quite chapfallen. I get you to my lady's chamber, and tell her, let her paint an inch thick to this favor she must come. Make her laugh at that. Prithee, Horatio, tell me one thing.
What's that, my lord?
Dost thou think Alexander looked to the fashion of the earth?
E'en so, my lord.
It smelled so. Oof.
E'en so, my lord.
To what base uses may we return, Horatio? Why might not imagination trace the noble dust of Alexander till he find it stopping a bunghole?
But to consider too curiously to consider so, my lord.
No, faith, not a jot. But soft, soft. Here comes the king, the queen. Who is this they follow? And with such maimed rites.
Lay her in the earth, and from her fair and unpolluted flesh may violet spring. A ministering angel shall my sister be when thou liest howling.
What, the fair Ophelia?
Sweets to thy sweet, farewell. And hope thou should have been my Hamlet's wife. Thought thy bride bed to have decked sweet maid, and not have strewed thy grave. Oh, treble woe! Fall 10 times treble on that cursed head, whose wicked deed thy most ingenious sense deprived thee of. Hold off the earth awhile, till I have caught her once more in mine arms. Now pile your dust upon the quick and the dead.
Whose grief is this that bears such an emphasis? It is I, Hamlet the Dane.
That will take thy soul! Hamlet, my lord, be quiet!
no matter. Let Hercules himself do what he may. The cat will mew, and dog will have his day.
I pray you, good Horatio, give him good watch. Laertes, strengthen your patience in our last night's speech. We'll put the matter to the present push. Gertrude, set some watch o'er your son. This grave shall be made a monument. An hour of silence shortly shall we see. Till then, in patience, our proceeding be.